Good morning to you all viewers of EuroTV News. Today we are going to talk about a subject maybe very dear to the historians-to-be or to the royal history fans among you, the most famous British royal family jewels and the latest news about some of them.
We will try to approach three main jewels and give you news about an apparently stolen tiara that was recently found.
So let's get started.
In general, there are three types of ornaments a royal can put on their head: crowns, coronets and tiaras.
A crown can usually only be worn by a monarch, male or female, or a consort, aka the spouse of the monarch. Closed or opened by arcs, it represents the monarch's authority over the country. We can quote the two main British crowns.
The St. Edward's crown traces back to 1065 and it was then worn by Edward the Confessor, the last English king before William the Conqueror. Worn for coronations until 1649 and the Civil War, during which Oliver Cromwell had almost all of the crown jewels melted, it was then recreated in 1661 and once again worn for every coronation, except for Queen Victoria's and Edward VII's. It weighs a bit more than 4 pounds and is made of some interesting stones, such as pearls that were owned by Elizabeth I. The imperial state crown was created in 1937 for George VI's coronation. It is, though, based on the crown especially created for Queen Victoria's coronation in 1838. It is traditionally worn by the monarch after his coronation or for the opening of Parliament.
These two crowns can only be worn by the monarch. Then we have coronets. Coronets are basically crowns for the nobles or other members of the royal family. For example, the one the current king, Charles III, used to wear as Prince of Wales.
Tiaras are widely used whether by the royal family, nobles or even commoners. The most famous tiara is the Vladimir tiara, which used to be Maria Pavlovna Frascher's property. Fun fact, for her impressive collection of jewelry, she used to be called the grandest of the Grand Duchesses.
After the Russian Revolution of 1917, Queen Mary of Teck, George V's wife, bought it as all imperial Russian jewels were being sold all over Europe. It was then passed down to the Queen Elizabeth II. It is made of diamond circles which can be ornated with emerald pendants. Finally, did you know a British royal tiara suspected to have been lost or stolen has recently been found? That's right.
Queen Mary originally commissioned the tiara's fabrication in the early 1910s. She was photographed wearing the tiara at several public appearances in the 1930s. Known as Queen Mary's Diamond Lozenge Tiara, lozenge refers to the rhombus shape into which the stones are organized, it channeled the period's Art Deco stylings and originally appeared topped with 13 pearls in addition to the 2 rows of pearls that flank the diamond.
In 1948, Queen Mary loaned it to her granddaughter Princess Margaret, who wore it without the pearl top to the inauguration of Queen Juliana of Netherlands. It was the first official engagement outside of Britain, one she undertook as her sister was pregnant with Prince Charles. Its final appearance came in 1965 portrait of Princess Margaret, and ever since close watchers of Britain's royal family had long assumed the diamond tiara was locked up in the royal vaults along with other heirlooms, including Queen Mary's crown and Queen Mary's French tiara.
It now appears that the diamond tiara was sold at a New York auction in 1988, with Princess Chuleborn of Thailand recommending that the now Queen Consort of Pahang buy it. She did so, and over the past 3 decades, the tiara has been worn at a host of Malaysian royal appearances, including weddings, banquets, official portraits, and apparently a sports day.
Despite the revelation, there was a small setback, Salman reported. I quote, "In all excitement, the tiara did drop and get slightly damaged, but it will soon be repaired and no doubt worn for years to come," unquote.
We only barely gave a few big facts about the most famous of those jewels and didn't give out a lot of elaborated information about them, but for more, one must simply not hesitate looking for more, online or in books. There are so many more jewels and history to be talked about.
See you soon on EuroTV News.